Hey there and welcome back. I am Mr. LH and this video is part 4 of a series in which we are creating a static platformer in Scratch. If you haven't watched part 3, will be available in the iCard above. And if you are new to this series or to this channel, don't worry, I have got you covered and the entire playlist is also available in the iCard above. If you do end up liking this video, do drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Without further ado, let's begin. In the last video, we had seen movement of bullet and given our bear an attack. Today, we will be giving our bear a long range attack and cleaning up our code a bit. Part 1. Long range attack. So for this, I will import a sprite. Yeah. We want the movement to be same. To point in direction of bear and go forward. But we want it to fade as I move forward. Let's see the script for that. From events, let's take a button. When E is pressed, duplicate the same thing here. So, go to layer back. Set rotation style to left and right. Go to bear walking, point towards bullet. But we don't want it to change X only once. We want it to increment slowly. So we'll remove this weight block. Let's put a repeat block. Repeat 10 times. Change X by 10. And we'll go to looks. First, we will set the ghost effect to 0. Ghost effect, when at 0, our sprite will be completely dark, and as it moves towards 100, which is the maximum limit, it will fade and become lighter. At 100, it will completely disappear. So, change ghost effect by 10. We'll duplicate this and we'll change X by minus 10. And here we'll put the hide. Let's see how this works. As you can see, it does not start from the mouth of the bear. For that, we'll go to motion. And here, we'll put change X by 25. And here, we'll put change X above the repeat by minus 25. Let's see this. Let's set a size to 30%. 50. As you can see, the range is not very long. So instead of 10, let's see 20. Yeah. And there you have it. Long range attack. In bullet, we'll remove this if touching bear walking. We'll put an or. Sensing. Touching claw. Duplicate. Touching roar. That's roar. We have to go to this script here. When I receive attack, if distance from bear walking, let's put a or here. Let's duplicate this. And put it here. Let's go to bear walking. And we'll duplicate this. Press the E. And instead of this, when the Q key is pressed, or let's do it so that the claw attack we can use how many times we want, but the roar attack, which is a long range attack, that we can use only for a limited amount of time. So let's go to events. Greater than 0 and your attack. Let's see the roar first. It works fine. And the claw works as well. And there you have it. A long range attack is done. Let's fix this bug. Let's go to bear walking. Let's delete this. As you can see, we can use the claw how many other times we want, and our long range attack we can use only for a limited amount of time. And there you go. It's working perfectly as we intended. Now, if you see, it points towards the direction where the bullet is. And it's not necessary that a player Makes the bear point in direction of the bullet while he is using attack. As you can see, the claw mark is in the opposite direction of the bear. So let's fix that. Let's go to bear walking. Let's go to the script here. Let's make a variable for all sprites and call it b underscore direction, bear direction. And when our game starts, we will set b direction to 1. Let's go to the second script here. Set b direction to 1 when we press the right arrow key, and set b direction to -1 when we press the left arrow key. This means that when our bear is facing towards the right side, our b direction will be 1, and when it's facing the left side, it will be -1. Let's go to our roar and remove direction from here and set that to b direction. Let's go to claw. And do the same. And instead of 1, let's make it 0.5 so it looks better. Let's click this clean up blocks so we get all our code in a single line so it looks better. And move this here.
One eternity later.
And here we finally go. We have cleaned up and made this look a little bit better than before and more organized. Now then, if you remember, we do not need the speed anymore because we had put speed in episode 1 for our bear falling, which then we changed it to the y velocity in episode 2. So let's delete the speed variable, and here we do not want to show the y velocity, neither do we want to show the bear direction. Let's put health here, attack here. Let's make it normal. Let's go to ground. Let's make our ground look a bit better. This is temporary for now. I will make it better later.
One eternity later.
Let's select everything, group, and let's put this in the center. Let this be the starting position. When green flag is pressed, go to this position. And let's see our game. And everything looks much better. And that's it. And there you have it. We are done for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. This is Mr. LH signing out. Hope you had a great time. Peace out.